They look like you should be able to find them in a lot of the bigger, more expensive department stores.
I love this shrug. This shrug is by far my favorite accessory with this clothing line. This shrug allows me to wear it short and sexy or long and a little bit more flirty and flowy. So the transformation just happens just very uniquely by flipping the garment upside down. So if I remove my arms, flip the garment upside down, losing that scarf and collared effect, but again, taking that scarf and transforming it to the lower half, making it long and sleek. Super simple.
The Beanery Depot and Deli. Coffee, made-to-order subs, snacks, and more. Meatball sandwiches, fresh and hot. Pepperoni rolls, fish sandwiches, chicken, milkshakes. The Beanery Deli. When you're hungry for something special, and it won't cost you a lot of beans. Join and save at Sam's Club, your local club, Boardman, 6361 South Avenue, Boardman, Ohio. It's Sam's Club. Join and save.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store or at their restaurant in Newcastle, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
What's inside? Come on in and take a look at the menu. There's many barbecue delights, ribs, chicken, and much more. Salads of every kind, sides that'll tempt your appetite. And we have eat in or take out at Big J's Hurricane Grill. Maureen and Big J say everybody is welcome.
Bill's Bake Shop will make you happy. Bill Cast is the owner, and he and his staff keep the tradition going with all those bakery items that you remember as a kid. Just to name a few items, Bill makes cream sticks, cinnamon rolls, bear claws, cream horns, cannoli, cakes, pies, cookies, bread, pizza, and so much more. Bill's Bake Shop, located at 228 North Liberty Street in the Mahoningtown section of Newcastle, is open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and Sunday, 7 to 2, closed on Monday. Bill's, where smiles are everywhere. Call 724-654-4223.
It's winter, so come on inside, sit down, grab a cup of hot cocoa, and watch NCTV45.
Welcome, it's Cook in the Castle. And as I said in our first show, no crock pot. Again, I'm going no crock pot on you. I don't want to become one-dimensional, you know. Now, what are we going to do today? Well, we're going to make Chicago-style pizza. It's a deep dish pizza where the toppings are the bottomings. They're on the inside. And for you Steeler fans out there, I want you to know that I'm still carrying my Steeler card. It's Asiago cheese, straight from the strip. I ain't messing around. They can make pizza, but I ain't rooting for the Bears, especially if the Steelers are playing. So, how are we going to do this? Well, first of all, we're going to use a croissant dough. And the reason why is it's a little bit flexible and it will be just right for the oven temperature we use here. Now, for you people at home with bigger ovens, feel free to use pizza dough, to each his own. Okay. And then what are we going to put on the inside? My Ned, you got so many questions. Well, we have some crushed tomatoes. that we just got from the market. Now we're going to flavor it. We're not just going to throw it in there like, but it's ketchup. We got some flavorings, some garlic, of course, salt, pepper, oregano, garlic powder, some olive oil. You need a little sugar. You might want to sweeten it up, but to each his own. Some pecorino romano cheese, and like all good Italians, you grate it fresh and put it in another container that doesn't say cheese on it, so you know it's cheese. And we have some mozzarella, and of course you must have garlic. If you don't have garlic, you're just messing around. And last but not least, and you know me, it's those hot peppers. And if you remember, I canned those. Yep. Last summer, if you go back to September 2014 and you watch Cook in the Castle, you'll see us canning hot peppers from the farmer's market. And I told you then, on some cold winter day, you're going to want these hot peppers and think of summertime. So here we are on the brink of February, although we're still in January here, and we're going to do a Cook in the Castle with Chicago pizza. So stay tuned. We'll go to these messages and we'll be right back.
The Crane Room for your lunch and dinner rendezvous. You'll enjoy their pleasant atmosphere. The Crane Room takes pride in their wide variety menu. Appetizers, sandwiches, soups, salads, entrees, pasta, and the best burgers in town. Newcastle's best selection of domestic, import, and craft beers from around the world, and the Crane Room features a 35-tap draft system. Ask about their daily specials that will please you every time. The Crane Room is located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
The Globe Leader, your hometown newspaper since 1880. Go to nwglobe.com to read fascinating articles. If you know someone who would enjoy this amazing publication as much as you do, why not give them a gift subscription? I am excited about getting this into the homes of as many people as possible. Please send their email address and we'll do the rest. Call 724-946-8098. That's the Globe Leader, your hometown newspaper since 1880. Talk about convenient. Located just off the 422 bypass on Center Avenue, Heito's Restaurant, Catering, and Banquet Center is perfect for parties or business meetings. Spacious and contemporary, they feature large portions at low prices. Make Heito's your choice. Call 724-535-3530. All in a nutshell, 102 and 117 North Mercer Street in Newcastle. Visit Keith and Margot Jackson for that new look. The latest in women's and men's clothing. Treat yourself today. You'll be glad you did. Joshua Sun Rehabilitation Center. From the moment you arrive, you know that you're in the right place. Dr. John Wrightson listens first. He pays attention to detail and then makes the determination. Joshua Sun Rehabilitation. We make the pain go away. The Land of Oz, located next to Subway on Washington Street, features unique clothing for that special design, one of a kind. Also accessories of every sort, team logo, and school logo. Also jeans, tops. For that special look, it's the Land of Oz, located in downtown Newcastle next to Subway. And there we go. And we're going to use a pan that's kind of like a pie pan, but this is like going to simulate a deep dish because of our large ovens here. And that's a little bit of a joke. We're going to use this style of a pan. Now, I took and greased the bottom of the pan just before we went on so that, and just lightly, you don't want to fry this puppy, so that when we put our dough down, it doesn't stick. You know, because who wants a pizza sticking around and you can't eat it? Now we have our dough, and unrolling it very gently and placing it in the pan. Now keep in mind that it's a little bit stretchable, and that's a good thing. Like that stretchable, give you kind of like a George Bush type thing. Now, we got this little bit on the end, and that's going to be so we can cover it up, because you don't want to know what's going to be on the inside. Now, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to grab, first of all, our sauce, and we're going to act like we're making a regular pizza. So we'll put this down right on the bottom, just like that. It looks like we're going to have enough to make 2 of these. Now, I like to make sure that there's enough there. Once we put that on there, move it out of the way. The next thing is a little bit of garlic. And what the heck, a lot of garlic. Just sprinkle that garlic down there, because you want to give it that flavor that says, hey, some Italian guy made this in Newcastle. Once we get that garlic down, now we'll use all of the seasoning ingredients, which is a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of Italian seasoning, some oregano, that'll make it just right, and you need some black pepper as I stretch across the table here, and just a touch of salt. Now, also in this little ditty, you're going to want to put just a little bit of sugar, because you don't want it to be too bitter. So after you've dusted it, just like that, now it's time to do the special operations. This is top secret. Before you do anything else, I love putting some cheese right on it. Okay? And next thing that I personally love is that pepperoni. So you're going to want to place your pepperoni on there in a little bit of a circle. Now, we'll put a couple more pieces in the middle. And now it's going to be time for some hot peppers. Now, if you made the hot peppers the way I asked you, you know, what's one more dish in the dishwasher? Put it down, let the pepper drain a little bit. Otherwise, you're going to have a luckwad. It's going to be a real wet, and you'll have pizza soup. And who the heck wants pizza soup? After you get those peppers sitting down like that, then you're going to place the strips right on the pizza, right in the middle. And there you go. You got your pepperoni. You got your hot peppers. Now, you might say, what's next? Well, I'm going to tell you. You're going to want to put some mozzarella cheese. Now, you're going, well, you have that other cheese there too. Yeah, we have that. That's going to be our topper so that it gives some texture and doesn't fall through. You know, when we go to put this together, you're not going to want to say, oh, geez, there's like a little avalanche happening, you know, where everything's falling through. So, and don't be bashful, you know. Put that cheese on there so that you got it. What the heck? Put a little bit more. Now you're starting to get the idea. It's starting to fill it up real nice and neat. And there's no use of saving it for the end because you're going to need it anyway. Now, here we go with our cheese that's a little bit more sturdy. This is the Asiago. And we're putting it there so that our top crust doesn't kind of like cave in. There. As we go around. Now, I have just a little more garlic that I'm going to use once we do the top. Now, there it is in the middle. Now watch this. Okay, as we go through, we're going to start covering so you don't see what's in the middle. There you go. Now, sometimes you're going to have to pull just a little bit just to cover it in the middle so that you have it all the way through. And see why we use the more rigid cheese on top? Now, as we get that together, now it's time to cover it up a little bit more. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get our sauce and put it right on top of here. Just like, well, we don't know what's under there. Now keep in mind we still have that extra virgin olive oil sitting off to the side here. It would have got too wet if we would have put it in the middle. So we didn't want to do that. There we go. Now, what are we going to do? Everything all over again. but we're not going to put a lot of cheese on it. Our cheese is on the inside. So we're not going to go and say, oh, geez, you know, we're going to put that mozzarella on top or what have you. Instead, we're going to get a little garlic powder. And then we're going to get a little Italian seasoning. Then we're going to get a little black pepper. And after that, a little salt. And as I look for it, is right over here. A little sugar. Now that we got that done, we also have to put on a little bit of cheese. Now, I'm going to put this thinly grated around the outside because we'll make 2 here, and I have just a little bit extra. After we get that, now we're going to get some Romano for the inside. Now, as we put that on, I keep telling you, we got that olive oil sitting on the side. It is not going to be on the sidelines. We're bringing it off the bench. You know, this is the 4th quarter. We got to win here. And just a little bit on the top. That'll make it soak in and brown up real nice. Now, how long are we going to cook this? No, this ain't going in the microwave for no 5 minutes. Keep in mind that when we made our croissants, it was 375 for like 13 minutes. This is going to be no different. Depending on your oven, check it out and then use it accordingly. You know, or call me over and we'll have lunch. So I'm going to see you in about 15 minutes after I pop this baby in the oven.
Make it Lanigan's Irish Pub, where you'll be amazed with the weekly specials. Pub grub, salads, burgers, sandwiches, Irish specialties, and desserts. Lanigan's has a full bar featuring domestic, craft, and Irish draft beer. You can also book a party at Lanigan's at 126 East Washington Street in downtown Newcastle. As they say at Lanigan's Irish Pub, the best Irish food since Ireland. Call 724-657-3444.
It's Little Johnny's Pizza 2 in downtown Newcastle with a great variety menu that you will tell everybody about. Chris Quiera, the owner, is here with more information.
Stop down and see us at Little Johnny's 2. We're located at 130 East Washington Street, or give us a call at 724-657-2210.
Car problems? Well, not for long. At Butch's Garage, we service vehicles 24 hours a day. Whether you need a tune-up, brakes, exhaust, or just basic services, you can call Butch's Garage. Jump starts, battery problems, no problem. Just call Butch's Garage at 724-651-8232. Let's talk with Norm. We're with
Norm Lutton.
Norm, you're the owner of Crazy Car Restoration. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's a new company we're opening up. Originally, we was Lutton Auto Repair, and we're adding on a little bit. And we're trying to bring out some custom cars for people somewhere in between the $5,000 and $20,000 range, what people can actually afford today. Anymore, you know, all these cars are so expensive. We're just trying to make ends meet for other people.
That sounds great now.
But I've been fixing cars for over 35 years.
That's great. So when you have a repair, big or small, call Norm.
We have a great relationship with Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in downtown Newcastle at 210 East Washington Street. And whenever you watch Focus NC, my wardrobe is furnished by Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors.
Whether it's time to fix the furnace, throw the salt, shovel the drive, it's Paul D. Weller Hardware. We have what you need. Whether it's time to get warm, make the macaroni, make the ravioli, make the pizzelles, throw another log on the fire. It's Paul D. Weller Hardware. Hey, let's go sled ride. There you go. Our Mexican pizzas. Excuse me, not Mexican. Those are Italian. Those are from Chicago. We had Mexican pizza a long time ago, so don't try and confuse me as I'm like talking with my son. He thinks this is a restaurant. And Gary told me, definitely save him a piece. As you could see, we used our deep dish pans. Now feel free to use larger pans if you'd like. We used this for convenience in our studio oven. We're going to review the ingredients with you one more time. Well, there you go. We took a close-up of our Chicago pizzas, and now hot peppers, optional. You're going to want to try this. Remember, we used croissant dough because of our ovens and what we have here in our studios. But feel free to use a regular pizza dough with this. Okay, the choice is yours. And use pepperoni, sausage, all those toppings that you love so much. So this is Angelo Perrotta for Cooking the Castle. And it's like I said, you're going to love it.
It's Butts Flowers when you want a wide variety of flowers for any occasion. They also have a selection of fine gifts and more. Butts Flowers is conveniently located in downtown Newcastle at 120 East Washington Street. Call Butts Flowers at 724-652-7727 or toll free from anywhere, 1-800-443-7726. It's Butts Flowers in downtown Newcastle.
It's 2P's Thrifts and Gifts, 2626 Elwood Road, for the best in giftware and original merchandise. Stop by 2P's Thrifts and Gifts. Check out their many treasures. Gently worn clothing, original items, one of a kind, and also furniture. Something for everyone. Men's clothes, accessories for the house. It's 2P's Thrifts and Gifts, 2626 Elwood Road. Stop by. There's a treasure waiting for you.
Whether it's a scheduled appointment or same-day service, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning offers 24/7 service for commercial, industrial, and residential, as well as fire and water damage restoration. Using state-of-the-art technology, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning experts are ready to professionally clean your carpet today. Call DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning for a free in-home estimate. Thank you for making us Lawrence and Mercer County's largest carpet cleaner.
And remember, nobody gets your carpet cleaner.
It's winter, so come on inside, grab a cup of hot cocoa, and sit down and watch NCTV45.